Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. We are doing our monthly EQ. This time around the name is Lupus in Fabula. All bosses and monthly quarter EQ. Here we go. Chapter 1.1 is going to be a Morbius with heal prevention, gifted so ability accuracy cannot be reduced, triple threat so you apply different kind of debuffs on you, and there is evil punishment and ebb and flow intercept. So the big deal about this fight is to bring in champions that have easy access to shrug off so you can deal with all of those debuffs that are applied on you. I've just brought in a Kingpin because he just shrugs off all of them, although he's been nerfed a little, but he works really well. And there is ebb and flow intercept, so the trap here is to not try to intercept when his glide is up, just like that, what I did, and you should be fine. So just keep an eye on the bottom right of his health bar. If the wings are active, it means he has glide ready. So let him dash into you. You can just go ahead and swipe back and let the glide go into cooldown, and then you can try to intercept. Remember, whenever he will throw his SP1, the glide will be refreshed. So keep an eye out on that and you should be good. Moving on to the next fight is going to be an Attuma. Now he is going to have heavy bias, shank, pleasure to burn, and make a stand along with no hit mercy. So the challenge here is you need to bring in champions that have easy access to incinerate, and when he throws all of those SP1s, he's going to get those hydration charges. Once he's above 10 hydration, he's going to go incinerate immune. So you have to try and keep him to only SP2s. Which can be a bit harder to evade as well, but that will keep the hydration charges down. So just be wary about that. And your usual mutant champions with Incinerate work really well. So your bishops with the SP1, your Sunspot. I am using an Arahat because I have her at rank 3. You can use some other options as well. You can also bring in your Hyperion, just spam SP1. So any Incinerate champion works. I would suggest do not try and parry him to give him all of those concussions. Just block, let him throw a heavy attack and you can retaliate back, and that should be enough for you to apply those incinerates and get the fight into control. There's also no hit mercy, so whenever you will knock him down, you have to knock him down. I would suggest don't try to go for the parry, just use a special attack to knock him down if you're using a non-mutant champion that cannot passively stun. But here you're going to use a mutant champion that can passively stun like Bishop, so you can use parry and heavy. Or you can also bring in white mags depending what way you want to go. But yeah, this fight is doable, not really difficult. Just bring in Incinerate champions, block until he throws a heavy, try to push him to an SP2, don't evade like me, and you should be good with all of those Incinerates going up. And for the laning champs, go for size champions that can apply debuffs and petrifies, so you should be good for the lane champions. Next up, we have Mr. Sinister. Now Mr. Sinister has heavy hitter, Meteor Doom, Obstinate Charge, Biohazard, and Delirium. So right off the bat, just bring in robot champions. They will make short work of Mr. Sinister. Especially if they have some kind of non-crit ability like Guillotine 2099, or if they have heal block like Warlock. So in one go you can bypass the Biohazard and Delirium, just bringing in robot champions as both are immune to that. The only thing you need to take care about is the Obstinate Charge. So use your reparry technique. The first time you're trying to parry Mr. Sinister, he is going to be immune to it, and then he will attack you again. So use the reparry and you should be good. Pretty easy fight with the Warlock. You can use other champions as well. Heal blockers will work really well here if you want to crit. If not, you can use non-crit champions like Guillotine 2099. That she also works really well here. And whenever he's going to use a heavy attack, he is going to be unstoppable. So just be wary about that, and you should be able to get through this fight quite comfortably in the end. Now moving on to the next fight is going to be a Red Skull with Constellation Prowess, Foresight, Predictive Guard, Armor Break Immunity, and Concussive Resonance. So this fight is all about auto block and bypassing it. I'm making a lot of mistakes here, just hitting him in the block. but you can bring in champions that can bypass that. So I just brought in a Hercules. So now if I throw my SP1, I can easily bypass because of True Sense. Some of the champions that can work here can be your Angela because of her Sig ability. Your also Gore can work, your Vox can work because they can just simply bypass the auto block. You have your Red Goblin as well, and also your Odin. So you bypass that. Rest is a very simple and easy fight. You know, let's call how he is. Just keep him to an SP1 and keep bypassing that auto block. He is a piece of cake. I brought in Hercules because he does extra damage when there is armor up stacks on the opponent. So Red Skull has all of those armor ups. I'm using it to my advantage. And with the intercepts in between, I also get Foresight. So that is enough to take out Red Skull quite comfortably in the end. And the first new champion this month that is going to be the boss is going to be Shathra. Now she's all about energy damage and power steal and mitigating your buff. So you use champions that don't have any of that. So for example, Size champion with debuff immunity will work really well here. And if I'm just using a Void because he's rank 3, you can use a similar champion. Apply those petrifies and that will help against the power steal any if she try to use a heavy attack. And also for 0 to hero, just try to hit her in the block in the meanwhile while it is active and wait for it to run out while you're hitting in the block, and that should be good for you. Not really difficult champion, although she's going to root you in SP1, but it's a very easy evade with 3 evades, so just check out the cadence of it and you should be good. So that's the first one. Evade, evade, evade. That should help you understand the timing on it. And you can slowly take her out. Pretty easy, straightforward fight. I am using a rank 3 Void though, guys, but if you use any Size champion with a Petrify, that will help you control power and keep spamming your block. If you get any totems on you, that's a purple icon with some counter on it. So if you keep spamming block while you're dashing back, you should be able to remove them. You control that, you control Shathra's power and not let her spam heavy, and just keep her to SP1. You should be able to kill her quite comfortably in the end. So Count Naferia is a very annoying boss, and the way he works is he gets those energy charges on himself while here during the fight. And you will notice them with a yellow icon on just below his bar on the right side. Currently there are no charges, he hasn't started yet. There's only one icon with evade. So if I do try to hit him after a parry, he's going to evade that, and that's going to do quite a bit of damage. He has to throw his SP once before to start his ramp up. So just there, I got clipped. It's very quick, the animation of it, so you need to be careful about that. So as soon as he threw an SP1, he got 32 charges. Now the way you control Count Naferia is you use a champion that is anti-evade, so he doesn't evade you after you throw a parry and you try to attack him. And the second one is going to be to bring in bleed champions that can apply easy bleeds. Now he is immune to bleed, but the way his kit works is if you inflict a bleed, the bleed will not be inflicted, but it will reduce the charges on Count Naferia. So you need to keep him below charges, because as soon as he gets to 100, he gets really ramped up and hits really hard. Now I do a really shit job here, but I am using this clip because it took me quite a time to take him down with Valkyrie. I've done this fight really fast with a Nick Fury and a Falcon. They work really well with an SP1 spam. So yeah, try to use those champions. The reason I'm using Valkyrie here just to showcase, I don't need to stun. I can hit Count Naferia and block the whole day, and that should be enough for me. And I can keep the charges down. One thing though, keep the steadfast charges on you and try not to evade it. Just block his specials and you should be good. I don't know, he's going to be a really annoying defender in war, but for this one, you get those charges of steadfast, keep them to block the specials, keep him to an SP1 and you should be good. But with SP1 will also give him charges, so you need to constantly apply bleeds and you should be good here. So I hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, anti-evade and bleed inflict champions are the best counter to Naferia. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.